Hello everyone, this is Evangelos Knight, and this is the first part of the long-awaited Yamaha PSR 275 review. I'm sorry for the weird intro, I just can't get it to work after 6 takes. The reason is that it's so overmodulated every single time. Even if I try to turn the volume down, it just doesn't work. So I had to stay with at least one. And, well, that was the one I chose. Anyway, well, the Yamaha PSR 275. I have no idea if the camera is picking up anything, so I'm not even going to try. But, yeah. I'm just waving the phone over the keyboard. I have no idea what that's doing. I'm going to put it over here on the display, and I'm going to tell you where everything is, because, well, I'm blind and I don't know what you're seeing, so I'm just going to tell you where everything is anyway. Starting from the left, there's the speaker, first stereo speaker. Then there's a little hole. I have no idea what that does. And these are on the right as well. There are 2 holes and 2 speakers. I have no idea why there are 2 holes. And above that a little bit is the power button, which is, well, if you press it, it goes down a little bit. And if you press it too lightly, it just clicks and it doesn't go down, but once you do press it, it turns on. And then when you press it again, it comes back up and turns off. Below that and to the right is the volume knob, and this is a little, well, it's a turning knob that you can change the volume with. And you've got a little pointer on it to tell you where you are. I don't really use it though. And above that to the right, I have no idea why they're going up and down anyway, is the touch sensitivity button. I don't know why you should use this, because I do for some occasions, not all the time. I'm going to show you that when I turn the keyboard on. It's basically, well, you know how you press the keys hard or soft and it gives you a certain amount of volume to the sound? Well, this turns it off. And below that and to the right are 3 buttons. The one on the top is the chord dictionary. I don't know what that does. And I'm going to explore that actually. And below that, to the left and right, are the lesson plus and minus buttons, which are used to select lessons for playing the 100 built-in songs. And I've shown you a few of those, if you remember my video of those demo songs. And I'm going to show you how I learned one of them in the songs video. Or maybe another video, because that will be a very long one. Okay, next, below all that, there are 5 buttons, starting from the right. These buttons depend on if you're playing a song or a style. So the one on the right, the closest to the right, it's the variation change and fill-in button for the rhythms, and it goes fast forwards in the song. The other one gives us the ending or the intro for the rhythm, and then it will go backwards in the song. The third one is to stop and start the rhythm and or the song, which I barely use, because, you know, I want the ending. And the fourth one, I don't know what it really does. All I know is for the rhythms is it's synchro start, And for the song, I think it's pause. I might not be. I might be a little wrong on that though. And the most left is the auto accompaniment button, which is self-explanatory. I'll show you that in the styles section. Well, I can show you it right now because it's supposed to be a feature. And what else? Let me just go back to the lesson buttons. Above that and to the right is a little triangular button, which is a function button that cycles between a lot of functions. And I have no idea what most of these are. All I know is that the first one is transpose, the second is tuning, the third one is split point, and through like 10 and 11 it's like octave and reverb and chorus, and you can change the parameters of the layer and split voices, which we'll come to later. And getting back to that 5 buttons, to the right of that, there's no, there's no viewfinder. Let me turn the speech off.
Speech off.
It's like a button that you press 4 times in order for getting the tempo right. There's no tempo up and down button though. You just have to press this 4 times, like, and then it gives you the tempo that you selected. Okay, then there's the display, which I'm clicking on. And then below the display, there are 3 gigantic buttons with 3 dots on them, and they're like a half circle. The first one is song, the second one is style, the third one is voice. And these are used to control what the plus minus buttons do. And when you press the function button, and then you press the voice button, for example, then you press it again, the function button, to say, then it will revert to the last one that you used. You will not be able to go backwards in the function list though, which sucks, because then you have to reset the keyboard. Or you have to press the function button countless times, which is not what I want. And then there is, let's just go from here. There is the demo button. Well, demo. It's the demo songs. Below that, there is the portable grand button, I think. It probably just resets the keyboard, or something to that nature. Not everything, but it does reset a lot of things. And then there's the metronome, which is self-explanatory. It's like a triangle with a bunch of lines inside. And then you've got some button, which I don't understand what it is. It's like a circle with a dot. And on the PSR 170, it was used as the DJ button. Here, it's like something that kind of locks the keyboard, or I don't know. Because I'm going to tell you what happened when I press that later on. And getting back to that bottom row, there are 5 keys again. Great. Starting from the right, there's sustain. There's split, which allows you to have one voice on the left and one voice on the right. Kind of like an auto accompaniment, but no chords. You just have to make up your own bass grooves and stuff. Then there's dual voice. Wait, that's 4 buttons. It's not 5. It's 4. The third one is dual voice, which makes you layer 2 sounds at the same time. And the fourth one is like an effect button. This effect can be changed very easily by just pressing this button. It doesn't work on everything. It's just an on and off switch like everything else. And, well, it gives you certain things. I'm going to explore that later. And then we have your numeric keypad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, previous, 0, next. And that's all it is. Okay, I think I've covered all the features. Now let's turn the keyboard on. I have it on full volume, so excuse me if it all distorts every single time I try to press a key. Here we go. It clicked very instantaneously. sound, as you may know. You can change the velocity of it, so if you press the touch sensitivity button now, it does this. It just makes everything loud. Well, not the loudest. Let me show you what I mean by that. Let me turn touch sensitivity off and go to a bass sound, which I know that it's not the loudest. Let me see. No, not that one. You've got that. And you may notice it has that. And then when you change the velocity, let me just try and bang on the key as hard as I can. Yup. And then when you turn the velocity off, it does this. It's not the loudest, but it is a kind of loud thing. Let me go back by pressing the left and right buttons at the same time. And now I'm going to show you the chord dictionary, which I have no idea what it does. So now you can't press any keys, only the chords. If you press on the bottom half of the keys, I mean the bottom row, you do a C chord, for example, or a C minor. It does that. I have no idea why it makes that sound. And then there's I have no idea why you'd want to use this, but whatever. Let's just go back to normal. And while we're at it, let's explore the uses of the 5 buttons that I just told you. First, let's go on to style. I'm going to pick the one that I was using for the intro. And firstly, let's turn the auto accompaniment on. Now let me show you what happens if you press a single key on the bottom. C sharp doesn't work. You may notice, get it? And then it completely changed around. It changed to a lower octave, I think. And you can also do minor chords by pressing all the chord keys at the same time. And let's just go to an A minor. It doesn't save the chord you selected though, only if you use the accompaniment. Now I'm going to show you what happens when you just press the start button. It gives me the rhythm, the first variation. There are 2 variations. It always starts at the chorus variation though. And now when I do synchro start, it only starts if you press an auto accompaniment key. You can't turn the rhythm off though, which is not good because I want to. And now let's change variations by pressing that right button. It gives you a little bit of a fill in there. And if you want to turn the auto accompaniment off, just press that button. And if you press it again, you have to press another chord. I'm going to press the ending button. And now I'm going to press the intro ending button, the same one that I just used, and press synchro start. And now it's going to do the ending once I press a chord. I mean the intro, sorry. That is what I just did. And for the intro, what I did was I just did the intro, and then right after that, I did the ending. Like this. You can also change variations. You can actually change variations while this happens. So I can mess around with when I press the ending, then I press the variation button, and that happens. Anyway, I think you get the idea. And now let's move on to songs. I'm just going to press the first song by pressing the start button, and I'm going to press the first one to the right. You get the idea. And now if I do it again, I'm going to go forward, and I'm going to press the pause, and that happens. And if I go back, that happens. And also, if I press this button, I think nothing happens. Let's see. Nope. Okay, you get the idea from that one. Next is the function button, which I'm not going to go into, so I'm not even going to try. I'm going to do the tap tempo next. So this is a rhythm. Now, let's show you what happens if I'm doing it from a standstill. So I'm going to make it very slow. I have no idea why I'm pressing keys. And if I want, I can make it very fast. And you have to press it 2 times only if you're playing it with a rhythm, but you can't hear the... And what else? Now I'm going to show you the metronome. Well, it's self-explanatory, of course. You can change the tempo as well. And let's see what happens if I press the portable grand button while playing a rhythm. That happens. Now let's go on to the sustain. Well, you know that probably. One thing that I really like using this one is the celesta sound. That was my school bell, just played in a little weird manner. I'm going to go back to the piano sound, and let's do the split. I can't do anything with that. All it is just a bass on the left hand and the piano on the right. And let's do the dual voice, which is going to be kind of cool. It has oh, I turned the split off. And let's show you the effect. I'm going to go into the bass sound. Oh, that's all it does. And if I go to the orchestra hits, let's see. No, that's something else that does that. It echoes the last 4 notes. Yeah, it only echoes And the orchestra hit sounds a little weird. And there's also the vibraphone. It's a little low, so let's turn the tempo up very fast. That's more like it, not. I'm just hitting 2 notes. Yeah, that's all you have. That's all you have for that one. And lastly, let's do the lock thing. I'm gonna reset the keyboard by pressing the piano button. And now I'm going to press this. And it works, except if I try to do anything else, let's see. That works. But when I try to change anything, this happens. Oh, let me try that again. It stops. It stops, and you can't press anything. Anything at all. I have no idea why or how this is supposed to be good, but it doesn't do anything. It turns everything into nothing. And now, all you gotta do is just press the portable... Wait, no, you can't even do that. I have no idea how to get out of this. Probably by pressing the lock in the left. Okay, that's good. So those are the features of this keyboard. And the next video that I'm going to be putting up, as I just said, on Monday, is my Troopinum 1.5 and 1.6 high scores in 1 month. So stay tuned for that on Thursday. And I will be doing, not all the sounds, but a few of the sounds of this keyboard, and then the styles, just a few of them, and probably all the songs, which will be a little hard, but I'll still try. So, again, I hope you've enjoyed this video, and if you have any questions, just feel free to comment, and thanks for watching. Goodbye for now.